Good morning, friends. Welcome to GoOnlineTrainings.com. I wanted to introduce Mrs. Usha, and she is currently in the US, and she joined last year in the month of November. And because of her, tight schedules, because she is housewife and she has to take care of the family. And at the age of 44, actually stunned. So she is having lot of family, especially time constraint, and they have to take care of the family and everything. At the age of 44, she wanted to, learn something new and support her family and improve herself. So she spoke to me, and I was the counselor that time. I think she said me the other day, sir, you spoke to me for 30 minutes. So that is when I realized it that I need to, start joining this course. She actually inquired for SQL Server course. Sir, I wanted to get into IT and I'm currently in US. I wanted to learn SQL Server. I told her, yeah, SQL Server is very, very good. It is, foundation for anything. But on top of that, if you learn data analytics and ETL, this is Power BI and SSIS, and you will have a lot more opportunities. Then she said, okay, sir, I will join. She joined, and because of the time constraint, she couldn't, join live classes. She took complete videos and daily 3 to 4 hours she used to practice seriously at the age of 44. It is not a joke, and you need to take care of the family and take care of the kids' education, and you need to give some time for the practice and everything. So, according to her words, daily 3 to 4 hours she used to sit and write the notes and preparing well. And after that, she got a contract role. So in one of the company in US, and currently she is in US, and she got some contractual role, and she worked for almost more than 6 to 8 months. And recently, she got a permanent offer. The beautiness is that she could prepare a beautiful reports, and for which they're struggling for more than 1.5 year or 2 years. So, because see, as I tell you always, if the data is not so cleaned, so definitely it will be very, very difficult for anybody to create any kind of a report because you don't have that kind of a data, right? And she used to clean the data because she knows what is a primary key, what is a foreign key, how to apply transformation. And if you don't have those basic skills very well, if you don't know the SQL and ETL very well, definitely simply creating, here and there some visualizations will be very, very difficult. So she took the complete course, and she got the permanent offer. 1.5 lakhs USD is a very good, awesome salary in Indian currency, approximately 1.2 crores. So we have Usha here. So I wanted to congratulate her. And at the age of 44, you entered into the IT, and you are now rocking. So I wanted to, tell me your story. And, so a lot of other people, they will get inspired because of your story. That is what is the motto. And yeah, thanks, Usha, for joining this class and, start.
First of all, I would like to thank Bhaskar Jogi sir for everything. Because of him, I am here today. And the day when I talked to him for the first time, I don't know what Power BI is. I do have knowledge of SQL, but it was like long, long back. It has been more than 20 years. I haven't touched a book. I used to sit with my kids, teaching them ABCDs, but never software. Um, so, guys, if you have something in your mind, just go for it. Don't delay. And I'm glad I'm about to share my story now. I'm glad that if my story is inspiring someone, I'm always there to support, I'm always there to help. But uh, your confidence is more important than everything. So when I thought like I wanted to work, my kids were too young, so I never had a thought of working. But when I really wanted to work, then I started to research. I have been looking for opportunities. I thought I'll work as a teacher. I thought I'll work in a bank or I thought I'll work in a daycare, but the day, I don't know, for myself, I felt like I have to work, not this. This is not what I'm looking for. I want to work what my husband is working. I want to be a software engineer too. Then I started to research. I don't know. I luckily found Bhaskar Jogi sir's video on YouTube, and I thought, let me give it a try. I called him, and he was the person, he himself attended the call. So we both talked for more than 30 minutes. I asked him, sir, I had 15 to 20 years of gap in between. And I said, like, I want to work. Then to be honest, I don't know how to praise him, how to thank him for everything. He said, yes, Ma, you can do it. Why can't you do? You can. Try Power BI. Then I asked him, like, can I start taking classes in SQL? Then he said, you have to take classes in SQL, but don't go as a SQL developer, go as a Power BI developer. Then I asked him, what is Power BI? Then he asked me to watch his demo class on YouTube. I started doing that. Later, I called him again and I told him that 8:30 or 8 o'clock, that's not the right time for me to take the class, sir, because my daughters or my kids will be going to school. And then he said, okay, there are video classes available here. You can go for it. I've taken video classes from Bhaskar Jogi sir. I paid within 5 minutes. I paid and I got the access to his classes. I started, okay, day one. My kids went to school, my husband went to work. Then I sat on the table, thought that, okay, let me start today. But in 5 minutes, I fell asleep. I couldn't do that because that was too hard for me. Second day, 5 minutes. Third day, 5 minutes. Fourth day, I'm like, I can't do this. I don't want to do this. Fifth day, I felt like, no, I can, I will. Then I started. Day five was my first day, to be honest. Then I took one class. I got a notebook because introduction class sir said, like, you have to write everything whatever I say. Then I'm like, okay, let me follow him. I got a pen, I got a book, I started writing each and every class. I didn't miss a single query, a single word what sir said. And those notes still help me while I'm working. I just take the notes out. If I'm struggling with any kind of query, I just go follow his queries, follow his notes, and I could do that. So it took me, usually it may take, if it's a student, if it's a college going student, it may take a month. But for me, it took 2 months, 3 months. But I never stepped back. I never ever stepped back because I wanted to do that. After a couple of months, I'm like, okay, now I'm done with SQL, I'm done with Power BI, let me try giving interviews. Then I myself started, like, I created a resume with the sir's support, and then I approached a couple of consultancies, and then I asked them to market my resume, and they started. And I have attended 3 interviews, and first interview, second interview, third interview. I never stepped back. I was learning. I didn't get my first job. I was learning out of that failure. Out of failure, we learn a lot. So all the interviews I used to record, and later, once the interview is completed, then I used to make a note of each and every question what they asked me. Second interview, these questions helped me in the second interview. Later on, third interview, fourth interview, I did it. I got it. I was shocked. I myself was shocked. Like, did I really do that? Yes, I did it. Immediately, I called sir and told him that, sir, I did it. I got a job as Power BI developer. And my family was so happy. I'm very happy. At the age of 44, when I could do that, why can't you all do it? Only thing is your confidence, the way you speak, if you don't know anything, just say that I'm going to learn. That confidence will take you to another level. That confidence is that confidence is all what we need. So be confident. You all can do it. That
Excellent, Usha. So it is a great, achievement. So being a homemaker, and after 20 years of, the break, and how she was struggling, and end of the day, learning is not a simple thing, right? It is definitely the hard, right? Because you need to know from scratch, and if you don't have the proper gurus and the proper mentors, and always I say, so it will be difficult for anybody to get into anywhere. Only thing is that when you have a proper institutions and the proper gurus, 50% success always there with you, right? But only thing is that remaining 50% you need to practice, and you need to practice and write the notes. That always say you have to carry paper and pen and write the notes, play the video, write the notes, play the video, write the notes. Now you tell me, you have attended a lot of interviews, right, Usha? So what about our content? Is it helpful, or did you, practice anything else apart from our classes?
nothing, sir, nothing. I haven't practiced anything. Like I have totally depended on your videos, on each and every lesson you used to tell, like these are the interview questions, make a note of the interview questions. So I used to make a note of those interview questions back of my notebook, to be honest, because that would be easy for me to refer. So all the interview questions were in a notebook. When I was attending the interviews, I just prepared with those questions itself. Nothing else, sir. No other videos, nothing else.
Right, because I always say 80 to 90% of the interview questions are going to come from our, catalogs and our courses only. You need not prepare, extra from YouTube. So YouTube will have a lot of interview questions because they will be uploading. They have to get some revenue from the YouTube. That is the motto for them to create those kind of equations. But all these things are useless. Clear? So whatever
Yes,
we are
and
teaching, that will be more than sufficient. Yeah, tell me.
that's true, sir. And to be honest, if you're looking at any other YouTube videos, you'll just get confused because their way of teaching is totally different. Their solutions are different, and what we learn from you is totally different. And today, I've told many of my friends, like in case if they want to, if they are, if, many approached me, like they said they wanted to work and all. Then I'm like, okay, if you really want to work, go talk to Bhaskar Jogi sir. He would help me. He would help you all. He helped me and he is going to help you all. So just go to sir. He will suggest what you have to do, what your background is. Then they are like, I believe there are many of them approach you on Go Online Trainings,
Yes,
Uma sir
yes.
or whoever they have
Correct.
been helping me.
Madhav sir, right, right.
And,
We got
and
lot of
sir, one more
references.
thing. Yes, one more thing I want to tell to everybody is like, don't just learn Power BI. As sir tells, don't just learn Power BI, MSBI, SQL, everything is a must to be a Power BI developer. Without SQL knowledge, without MSBI knowledge, you can't go as Power BI developer. You can, maybe you'll get a job, but you can't survive there. So
100% true.
always, always,
Correct.
yes. Yeah, because backend source of any report would not be Excel. There are multiple sources where we connect to create a report. So always 75% would be SQL. 75% would be SQL and the rest would be other sources. But it is always good to learn SQL and ETL, SBI. So please listen to sir, follow his instructions and go for it.
Good, good. Any other questions, guys, you have? Because we have a lot of students here. So you wanted to ask something to Usha?
Yeah, so good morning, Usha. Hi, here, Srinivas.
Hi, Andy.
Hello. Nice to meeting you here to know about your success. It is very motivational for us to do something in forward. Thank you for giving such a such a explanation. Uh,
Thank
thank
you
you very
so
much.
much. Yeah, what I
Uh,
want to say is when I'm doing, you all can also do that.
yes, yes. Earlier, the first demo, I'm in dilemma. We are in right path or not, and I'm in dilemma actually. After that, Bhaskar sir told that many YouTube videos are not for proper lecture. I would I would suggest to one friend to do to watch Bhaskar Jogi videos. And earlier I watched some friends Power BI only 12,000. I wasted my money there. And then I know about Bhaskar Jogi sir. After that, I'm here. Uh, I know I'm very much confidence about after listening you. I'm in right path. Right path. I'm confident about
Absolutely.
Bhaskar Jogi.
You are, you
Thank you.
Excellent.
can do that. Good luck.
You are the inspirational. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so
much.
much. I'm glad. Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Any other? She's from Hyderabad. Usha is from Hyderabad. She knows Telugu. If you want to ask some questions in Telugu, that is also fine.
Yeah.
Especially any women, girls, you wanted to ask something because a lot of housemakers are there and they wanted to ask you something. So, yeah, ask.
Sir, I always used to introduce myself as a homemaker, but I'm proud, I feel proud to introduce myself as a Power BI developer. I'm into software too. I'm sitting right next to my husband, working along with him all 8 hours. So
Uh,
that makes me proud.
yes. Where are you currently in Chicago, right? Usha.
Sir?
Where are you currently in US? Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, any other questions?
Hi Usha, good evening. Just
Hi.
wanted to check, so what are all the difficulties you will face, as soon as you complete this course, when you get into the new job? So any difficulties you had, or your path was very simple? So how it was?
No, it wasn't simple. Nothing comes easy for us. Definitely, you have to work hard. You have to sit for a couple of hours preparing. And the main thing is you have to be very confident, especially while giving the interviews, because the interviewer, he himself will try to confuse us. We are not sure if he knows what Power BI is, but the way he asks us the questions will definitely confuse us. So though we know the answer, we'll get confused. So you always be confident. If you don't know, just tell him, I don't know this. I heard about this, but I never worked on it. So that can be an excuse. But if you try to pretend unknowingly, then that would put you in trouble.
Thank you.
Mhm.
And
Very
thank you, Bhaskar sir. It's really it's inspired everybody. It's really, even I'm also like 40 plus years of age, and then I'm playing a role as a team leader into BPO sector now. So
Hmm.
simply, I just wanted to switch my career from that to this Power BI and SQL Server. So I'm
Hmm.
just seeking your support and help in the future as well, sir. Thank you so much for all your training, sir. Thank you so much.
Excellent, excellent. You're welcome. Yeah. Anybody else? So,
Hello,
thank you, Osha. Any questions? Any more questions? Yeah, Swati is speaking. Yeah, Swati, please ask.
hello, sir. I am also homemaker. Listening to Usha, I am bit. I myself came to confident in this.
Swati, you will also be a software developer for sure. I wish you will, and I wish you success. Definitely, you can do. Just follow what Sir says and don't take a back step.
Okay, thank you, Usha.
You
for
can do
feeling
it.
such a
I'm telling
confident.
you. Yes, yes, you can. With kids, with 15 years of break, I could do. Why can't you all do? You all can also do.
Usha,
Beautiful. Yeah.
thank you so much.
Very nice. Yeah. Any other questions, Swati?
I think so.
Yeah. Any other questions from others, guys?
Yeah, hi Usha. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yes.
After getting into the IT industry, how is it you said you got 20 years of gap, right? After clearing the interview, what are the challenges you have faced when you're into the project?
Yeah, definitely. We feel nervous. That's for sure. That is there for a couple of days. No, no, couple of weeks, honestly. So for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I was very nervous, and I'm like, okay, can I do this or not? But once we are into it, we will ourselves start learning. We'll research what exactly works for us. We ourselves, as I told you, I always used to follow sir's notes. So based on those notes itself, I could do reports. I have done many reports till today, and my client, he is very much impressed with what I'm doing. And yes, but definitely there will be. Don't take a back step. Don't ever take a back step. As a Power BI developer, it's not like you have to write stored procedures, or you have to. Only thing is, you should know what query works for what, and you have to know from a stored procedure. You have to pick the query what is required for you. You have to edit the query. That's it. Then you can do.
Okay, thank you.
Mhm.
So even though the entire world is saying recession and recession, right? But what is that you think? So recession is stopping Usha or skills? Now, definitely, if you have the right skills, even in the recession time, you will have beautiful opportunities, right? So always I say recession is a temporary, skills are permanent. So always you need to look forward to skills, not these, the negative thoughts and negative, things which you cannot control. Recession you cannot control, but skills, learning or leaving the skills that we can control, which we cannot control, we should not be worried about it. So which we can do, you need to start doing that. Let it take 3 months, 6 months, 4 months, 5 months. It doesn't matter. Some people will take say 8 months, 1 year also, but after that the journey is beautiful. So don't worry about the timelines. So you need to have some timelines, but sometimes you may extend that timeline as well, right? So 3 months course may become 6 months because you want to do learn lot of things and you don't have enough time. And definitely, so it is not the timeline, but it is always whether you're practicing or not. And don't worry about all the negative things, in the YouTube. Everybody can, say anything about, the recession, anything, about anything. You should not be worried about it. End of the day, your skills will give you lot of opportunities for you in this world. So people are not agreed that they don't have skills, but people will agree that there is a recession. So why is that you're talking about recession always? It will be there. Ups and downs will be there for any business. Need not be for IT industry, for any business. End of the day, always I say recession is temporary, skills are permanent. You have to stick to this quotation always. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Recession is not going to stop us, because there may be recession, but still, if there's an organization with 10 testers, they may need only five. So for them, they may take off five extra testers, but they may require Power BI developers. If there are two developers, they may have one. So then there is always a requirement. And Power BI, it's really upcoming this thing, and there are many opportunities. There are many openings for Power BI. If you just Google search, there are many requirements. So just don't ever take a back step. Always try to step ahead. You will find your own path. And I wanted to tell this also, sir. Not just me, even my kids know who Bhaskar Jogi sir is. The way I was was listening, the way I was listening to sir's classes, every day I used to spend 4 to 5 hours till 11:30, 12 p.m., 12 a.m. I used to take sir's classes, make notes, write, everything, practice. So my daughters, my kids, they always ask me, Mama, is it sir's class? Is it Bhaskar Jogi sir's class? So now they know how much I know about sir, they know about him too. So guys, please keep practicing and you can do it.
Excellent, excellent. So that's what is OSHA stories, guys. And if you wanted to have anything, always I say, don't learn a single skill. If you go to other institutions, they'll say you learn Power BI for 20 days. You learn, 5 days of SQL, and you can get a job within the next month. So that is completely wrong information. They're not providing, full information. They're providing wrong information. So it is not like that. Learning a single skill for 20 days is not enough. It will take months together to practice. Power BI we're teaching for 2 months, and SQL Server we're teaching for 2 months. And on top of that, we're taking data warehousing courses, SSAS tabular model, DAX we are covering. And on top of that, we are also covering ETL and one free project. And on top of that, again, there is a end-to-end live project is going to be there. So that will be, the complete, combi pack we are offering. So because of that, our students are more successful when you compare with other institutions, right? So anything else, guys? So thank you so much, Shoshak, for coming and, narrating your story. If you have any other questions, guys, you're welcome. Otherwise, we are good to go. Any other questions?
Usha ma'am, can you tell me how you followed, how you prepared, how you notes prepared? Can you tell us how we'll go?
Definitely. Sir, what I can do is I have a nice script, introduction script, like how the interviewer expects. So I can share that to you, sir. If that
Yeah,
is
please.
helpful for all the, yeah, I'm going to share that to you. And
Mhm.
yeah, so interview and all, yes, I prepared like every interviewer will ask like about they'll ask us to introduce ourselves. Introduce ourselves doesn't mean that I have kids, I have this family background. It's not that. Introducing is like, I'm so and so person, I have this much of experience. I Because it was new for me. I went with 5 years of experience, so I prepared myself to answer the interviewer that those 5 years where I worked, that you have to be very confident. You should never ever skip a single word. So if he's asked, I used to say, yes, I worked for a bank or I worked there for so many years as this. So be confident when you're answering it. That is a must. Each and every interviewer will ask you that. Sir, I'm going to share that to you.
Very good. It will be helpful for all the students.
Yes, sir.
Thank
I'm
you.
gonna share that to you, and I have a couple of interview questions too, like how
Mm-hmm.
they asked. I'm gonna share those also, sir.
Okay, okay, Usha.
Yeah.
Thank you, Usha ma'am,
Uh-huh.
giving us a valuable time. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I'm glad I could help you all.
Thank you.
Very good, very good. Okay.